Angel Reese says WNBA players could go on strike over salary and benefits.
Career you choose, you should probably look at what the career earnings are of going into that field. What I'll also say is this: every single one of you WNBA players, you better pray that Caitlin Clark doesn't get injured, because she's keeping your league afloat.
If we don't receive the compensation we rightfully deserve, we'll sit out. That's the bold, and let's be honest, seemingly unrealistic statement Angel Reese made, igniting a social media firestorm, though likely not in the way she intended. The backlash was swift, but no response landed harder than Patrick Bet-David's. He didn't just refute her claim, he dismantled it with razor-sharp logic and a barrage of financial realities. And trust me, once you uncover the full truth behind this controversy, you'll never see Angel's stance the same way again.
Coming this year, we'll still be on the rookie contract again. The ones that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us. No, they are.
Who's that?
I'm hurt. They are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are. I need to get in the. I need to get in the field.
You need to come to the meeting.
I gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like, we sitting out.
That's a possibility for real.
Here's the deal. Angel Reese, the so-called Bayou Barbie turned pro basketball player, is now demanding that WNBA players sit out if they don't get paid more. Yes, we're talking about a player still working on finishing layups without smacking the bottom of the backboard. Yet she's already talking about shutting down the league. Patrick Bet-David's reaction? A mix of disbelief and laughter. And honestly, can you blame him?
You know what I love watching? I love watching her highlights of missing shots. She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life. But go, Rob, just go. Give this feedback. Give this feedback here. Go for it.
Season 2, I can't wait to work with you some more. The biggest advice I have for you is going to be how you shoot your layups, period.
Layups? Bang! What do you mean? She's our double-double queen! Bang! What they say, if it's broke, don't fix it! Bang! Teaching Angel Reese to make a layup is like teaching an old dog a new trick. It ain't gonna work! Bang! Hey, welcome to McDonald's. What can I get you? Have the Angel Reese McBang!
Let's break down exactly what Angel Reese said and see if her argument holds up under scrutiny.
Paid. Possibility. Reese has been vocal about her low WNBA salary, revealing her $74,000 a year salary doesn't cover rent, stating on Instagram Live, "I just hope you know that the WNBA doesn't pay my bills at all. I don't even think they pay one of my bills." Reese's financial struggles stem from WNBA salary not matching her past earnings, as her NIL valuation at LSU was $1.8 million, bolstered by deals with Reebok, PlayStation, McDonald's, and Coach, while a 4-year rookie deal was $324,000 with $74,000 due next season.
I just hope y'all know the WNBA don't pay my bills at all. I don't even think that pays one of my bills. Let me do the math real quick.
He might cover that. Yeah, it definitely covers that.
What is I don't even know my salary.
She revealed that she's making roughly $74,000 in her rookie WNBA season, claiming that's not even enough to cover rent in Chicago. Now, for most of us, $74,000 sounds like a solid paycheck, but Angel? She's acting like she's scraping by. The irony? This is the same player who raked in nearly $1.8 million at LSU through endorsement deals with Reebok, PlayStation, McDonald's, and a dozen other brands, apparently convinced that retweeting shade was a basketball skill worth investing in.
Basketball sustained her, especially since the WNBA's $200 million revenue last season only allocated 9.3% to salaries, unlike the NBA's 50% share of the $5.3 billion in 2023. Adam, thoughts?
No, my rent is more than that. It's $8,000. I'm living beyond my means.
Now, Angel is locked into a 4-year rookie deal worth about $324,000, roughly $81,000 per year. That's less than 5% of what she made as a college influencer. No wonder she famously said, "Hating pays the bills," because let's be real, her Instagram stories are more profitable than her box scores. At the rate she's throwing bricks, the WNBA might need to start charging her for backboard repairs. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out here building the future of women's basketball, while Angel is building a brand off bad takes and top-tier bricklaying. Call it a light-level masonry.
This is the greatest Angel Reese layup you'll ever see. Here we go with the dump-up, ba-da-dum-bum-bum. I'm loving it. Burn! Oh, she getting jiggy with it. Look at that. Crisscross, zig-zagging through the lane. Giddy up. Yeehaw! Burn! Now I heard she's ambidextrous. That makes sense, because she's equally doggy doo-doo with the right and left-handed layup. Burn! Professional basketball player needing to work on her layups is like a fish needing to learn how to breathe underwater. It doesn't make sense! Reese's Puffs! Burn!
Patrick was absolutely stunned. Not because Angel is struggling financially. Let's be real, with all her endorsements, she's far from it. But because of the sheer audacity of demanding more money from a league that, wait for it, doesn't even turn a profit. He pointed out the obvious. In the real world, when a business is bleeding money year after year, it doesn't hand out raises. It hands out pink slips. That's when Adam Sosnick jumped in with the hard facts and things took a seriously interesting turn.
WNBA and what's her name? Angel Reese. Do it. I fully support your right to strike. So other sports have done it. So other major sports have done it. Here's a quick list for you, PBD. I put this together. Biggest sports strikes in history. 1994, the MLB strike. It was the first time that the World Series was canceled.
I remember.
You remember that? In 1998, the NBA went on strike. They canceled the All-Star game for the first time.
No one
the
knows.
NFL has gone on strike multiple times. 1982, 1987, 2011.
Adam reminded everyone that, yes, the MLB, NBA, NHL, and NFL have all had player strikes. But here's the key difference. Those leagues were raking in billions when their players walked out. Angel Reese, on the other hand, is acting like the WNBA is Apple when, in reality, it's more like your cousin's food truck, barely breaking even and still handing out free samples.
Here's the catch when you're going to go on strike. In 1994, MLB, NBA, NFL, what's the number one revenue sport in America? What do you think it is? The NFL. How much do you think they make? $17 billion. The NBA, a little over $11 billion. The MLB, also $11 billion. The NHL, $7 billion.
Let's not sugarcoat it. The WNBA is hemorrhaging around $50 million a year. That's not a sustainable business. That's a ticking time bomb. Compare that to the NFL, which rakes in $17 billion, or the NBA and MLB, each pulling in over $10 billion. Meanwhile, the WNBA is barely scraping together $150 million and still can't break even. It's like trying to run a luxury spa with 2 customers and a lemonade stand budget.
Or a alleged $150 to $200 million company. You're operating at a loss every single year. You've never made money. It's called a zombie company. You're subsidized.
This isn't even a new issue. The WNBA has been bleeding money since its inception in 1997. That's over 25 years of red ink and busted spreadsheets. You'd think all the buzz around Caitlin Clark would finally push them into profitability. But even now, with record ratings and packed arenas, the losses are only getting worse. It's a league that should have folded long ago, but somehow keeps staggering along, propped up by its much richer big brother, the NBA.
Quick, rapid fire.
Go.
WNBA stats. Here we go. You're a sports guy. How many teams are in the WNBA?
I don't, 9?
No, 13. How many games do they play?
80?
40.
Damn it.
Who won the championship this year and who played in the finals?
The Florida Magics.
Nope, the New York Liberty beat the Minnesota Lynx.
Who?
Who exactly?
Part of the problem is scale. The WNBA has just 12 teams, each playing only 40 games per season. Expansion is coming in 2025 with the addition of the Golden State Valkyries, but that's still nowhere near the NBA's 30 teams and 82-game schedule. Fewer games mean less inventory, less ticket revenue, and less TV money. It's basic math. Unless, of course, you're Angel Reese or DJ Mike Carrington, in which case economics is just an inconvenient detail.
MVP. She was unanimous. She got all the votes.
Dylan Mulvaney.
Yes.
Yes.
Aja Wilson.
Oh.
You just failed the test,
I'm
buddy.
sorry.
WNBA's coming.
And then there's revenue sharing. NBA players take home 50% of the league's earnings, while WNBA players get just 9.3%. It sounds unfair until you realize that even with that small cut, the WNBA still loses money. There simply isn't enough revenue to go around. And let's not even get started on the attendance gap between Caitlin Clark's Fever games and anyone else's, including Angel's. The seats are a lot emptier where she plays.
Yes, it is unrivaled. It is also unwatched. Look, let's be honest. We can sugarcoat it all you want, but if you don't have Caitlin Clark playing women's basketball, or if you're not the NCAA tournament playing women's basketball, you got nothing. Zero zip.
I mean, I'm not huge on like comparing the WNBA to the NBA. Like, I don't really think that's fair. Obviously, I think where the WNBA is right now is pretty incredible. I think a lot of people, or most people, would not believe it's in the place that it is right now. So I think when people always ask me this question, like where I think it'll be in 5 years, is like it's hard for me to answer because people didn't even think we'd be right here, right now. And I think really sky's the limit. I think when you see, our TV numbers when we're on, national television, we're averaging over 1 million viewers or whatever it is. The All-Star game, I think, was over 4 million viewers. Like, it's just really great numbers. So the more opportunities we're given, I think the more it's going to shine and get better and better. I think also the talent level in college is continuing to get a lot better, and as those players come into the league, and it's going to continue to improve. We're adding 2 new teams next year, and then probably another team year after that.
Some more games.
Yeah, more games, which I think will be good. It'll lengthen the season a little bit.
There's a viral clip of Draymond Green basically lecturing one of the greatest players in NBA history, WNBA history. I think it's Lisa.
To the NBA, but I do feel like the pay gap would be something that, we could just take a donation around the NBA. Maybe one night y'all don't go to the casino.
Something on this though, because it pisses me off. It pisses me off because I don't think there's anyone in America that supports the WNBA more than NBA players.
100%.
The NBA players support the WNBA like
the most.
More than we probably support the.
What they need, and by the way, maybe they should play hard, but not flagrant foul. Caitlin Clark, can be, the face of the league. They may not like it's the face of the league. There may be professional jealousies among players, but maybe at face of the league can help things go and get merch, people in seats, and a better TV contract. They're getting a TV contract improvement for the 26th.
Watch this here. To address the financial situation, I ask, the WNBA is, Rob, if you go up and ask the other question as well, ask, is it true that the WNBA makes money when they don't play? Is it true that the WNBA makes money when they don't play? Ask that question.
What does that mean?
Yes. In a way, the WNBA has historically lost money and receives financial support from the NBA, which means that the WNBA games are not played. The league can actually save money by avoiding operating costs. Did you guys understand what happened? Right there?
Yeah.
So WNBA makes money when so if they go on a strike, the NBA is like, awesome. Viewership is higher and they're asking for the money. And if the contract on the back end, the revenue, NBA gets 50+% to players, they do 9.3. There's an argument for it to be played. But you're right. If Caitlin Clark gets injured,